Mega Man 3 was released on September 28, 1990 in Japan, with its North American and European releases later in 1990 and 1992. Dr. Wily is back but claims to be reformed, working with Dr. Light on a project to build a peacekeeping robot named Gamma. However, the robot masters go berserk and make off with 8 power crystals. Mega Man is then called into action to retrieve the crystals from them. After the crystals are retrieved, Wily steals the Gamma robot and retreats to his new fortress. In order to stop Wily's plan for world domination, Mega Man needs to destroy Gamma. Mega Man 3 is an action platformer game where once again the player must battle through 8 stages defeating 8 new robot masters: Magnet Man, Hard Man, Top Man, Shadow Man, Snake Man, Spark Man, Gemini Man, and Needle Man. Mega Man 3 is the first game to give the player the ability to slide under narrow platforms, and also includes a new robotic canine companion named Rush. At the start of the game, Rush can use his coil mode to spring Mega Man high into the air, and soon a jet mode for crossing large gaps and a submarine mode for traveling underwater becomes available after completing certain stages. Rush was designed to replace the special items for Mega Man 2 and now has become a staple for future Mega Man games. Throughout the various levels, Mega Man encounters a mysterious robot named Proto Man, or Blues in Japan. Capcom's North American division decided to change the name despite the wishes of its character's designer, Koji Inafune, saying the name Blues makes no sense. Keiji Inafune defended the name of Blues due to the fact that other Mega Man characters had musical themes. Proto Man fights Mega Man in Magnet Man, Hard Man, Shadow Man, and Gemini stages until he has taken enough damage, allowing the player to move on. After defeating the 8 robot masters, new dark robots called Dark Robots appear in 4 of the Robot Masters stages that the player must revisit and destroy. The layout of the revisited stages are changed slightly, and the player must defeat 2 of the Dark Robots that use the movement and weapons of Robot Masters from Mega Man 2. The player then battles a robot named Breakman, who's really Proto Man in disguise, after defeating the 8 Dark Robots. Once Breakman is defeated, Mega Man makes his way to Dr. Wily's castle, which contains 6 levels that are played linearly, each with a new boss and some reused bosses from previous games, like the Yellow Devil and the Mega Man clone. Mega Man then faces Dr. Wily for the 3rd time. Once Dr. Wily is defeated, the player is confronted with a new game boss, the peacekeeping robot named Gamma. After the final battle, the castle starts to crumble. Proto Man appears just in time to save Mega Man, but not Wily, who is crushed under the rubble. During the creation of Mega Man 2, the development team started accepting design ideas from fans for each robot master. For Mega Man 3, the team received over 50,000 designs, but only 8 were chosen. Keiji Inafune considers Mega Man 3 to be his least favorite game in the series, because he feels the game was rushed into release and not have time to polish. Mega Man 3, also known as Rockman World 3 in Japan, for the Nintendo's Game Boy, is the 3rd handheld game in the series. The story of Mega Man 3 involves Mega Man battling against his arch-enemy, the evil scientist Dr. Wily, who is using a converted oil platform in the middle of the ocean to draw energy from the Earth's core to power his new machines. After eliminating the 8 robot masters, Skullman, Snake Man, Shadow Man, Spark Man, Gemini Man, Dive Man, Drill Man, and Dust Man, whom Wily had previously used in its NES version, Mega Man makes his way to Dr. Wily's lab, where he encounters the Mad Doctor attempting to escape. Punk, the next powerful robot in the line of Mega Man killers, shows up and confronts Mega Man. Both robots are evenly matched, but soon Megaman gains the upper hand and defeats Punk. Megaman then chases Dr. Wily onto the oil platform, which emerges from the water as Wily's latest fortress, and defeats him there. Mega Man 3 for the Game Boy shares the action platform gameplay as its NES counterpart. The player is able to choose between 4 levels from the start of the game and 4 more later on. The player must battle through each level, battling robots, dodging obstacles, and gaining health power-ups, until he reaches the end where he confronts one of the 8 chosen Robot Masters. Beating the 8 Robot Masters at the end of each stage allows the player to gain a unique weapon to Mega Man's arsenal. Mega Man's primary method of attack is his Mega Buster, which can be fired at an unlimited number of small shots, or can be charged by holding down the firing button and then releasing a larger, more powerful blast. The player can also gain access to new abilities for Mega Man's canine partner, Rush, who can transform into a coil mode to let the player jump higher, or a jet mode for flying over large gaps. Flip-Top Eddie from Mega Man 4 on the NES will appear in certain levels to randomly lend the player health, weapon power, extra lives, or restorable energy tanks for completely refilling your health. Mega Man 4 was released in Japan on December 6th of 1991. This game was localized for North America the following January and in Europe on December 14th, 1992. Mega Man 4 takes place 1 year after the events of the Gamma Project and Dr. Wily's demise. Dr. Light receives a letter from a mysterious Russian scientist named Dr. Cossack, claiming that he is the superior robot engineer in the world. Dr. Cossack states further that he will unleash his army of robots upon the world. Dr. Light sends out Mega Man to go after Dr. Cossack's robot masters: Toadman, Brightman, Pharaoh Man, Ring Man, Dust Man, Dive Man, Skull Man, and Drill Man. Once the player defeats the 8 Robot Masters, Mega Man makes his way to Dr. Cossack's castle. Once inside, the player must battle through 4 linear stages, each with its own robot boss in waiting. In the final stages, you confront Dr. Cossack himself. However, during the final showdown, Proto Man teleports in with Dr. Cossack's daughter, Kalinka. Dr. Wily had kidnapped Dr. Cossack's daughter and blackmailed him to build an army of robots to fight Mega Man. With his plans foiled by Proto Man, the player receives a shocking surprise as Dr. Wily steps out of the shadows. The player must then battle through a newly built castle with another 4 linear stages, fighting new bosses until finally confronting Dr. Wily. Mega Man 4 brings many additions to the Mega Man series, including the Mega Buster, an upgraded version of Mega Man's arm cannon. By holding down the firing button, the player can charge a shot, resulting in a more powerful blast than the standard shot. Like Rush and the slide ability from Mega Man 3, the Mega Blaster has carried over as a staple in future games. Rush also returns with the ability to transform into a coil, jet, and marine mode. Additionally, a wire adapter and balloon adapter are available, which can help the player in reaching an area not normally accessible. However, these adapters must be found in the stages rather than be given to the player when defeating a robot master. A new character, Flip-Top Eddie, makes his appearance in the series in Mega Man 4. Eddie will appear and provide the player with random items such as health or ammunition at certain points within some of the levels. Mega Man series artist Keiji Inafune was dismayed by the standard inclusion of the Mega Buster in the 4th game and in future titles, finding the constant charging up for shots tasteless. The Robot Masters in Mega Man 4 are a result of a design contest for fans held in Japan. The winning 8 contestants were issued a special gold cartridge edition of the game. As there are only 8 of these cartridges in existence, they are extremely rare, fetching a collector's price of 580,000 yen, or roughly $717 American dollars. In 1993, Megaman 4, also known as Rockman World 4 in Japan, is the fourth handheld video game for the Nintendo's Game Boy. On a peaceful day in the large city, Dr. Wily appears in the sky, sending out a radio transmission, which causes all the robots within the city to go on a rampage. He then sends out 8 new rebuilt robots of his own to different parts of the city to lead the destruction. Having resisting the transmission, Megaman sets out to destroy the 8 robot masters: Toadman, Brightman, Pharaoh Man, Ringman, Crystal Man, Napalm Man, Stone Man, and Charge Man, and then chases Dr. Wily to a large tank. Inside the tank, Megaman encounters a new robot designed to kill him, Ballard. Megaman defeats his new enemy, only to see Dr. Wily quickly retreat into outer space. Dr. Light modifies Rush with a space flight ability, allowing Megaman to reach Dr. Wily at his new space station. Megaman then battles through Dr. Wily's space station until he confronts the Doctor. Dr. Wily is soon defeated just before the station's auto-destruct countdown begins. Megaman finds he is unable to blast his way out of the exploding space station. At the last moments, Ballard arrives and self-destructs, creating a hole through Megaman can easily escape. Megaman 4 is much like the previous games in the series. The player's weapon, the Mega Blaster, can fire small shots, or it can be charged into a larger, more powerful blast by holding down the firing button. The player also gains new abilities for their dog Rush, like transforming into a springboard for reaching high platforms, or a jet for crossing large gaps. Also, first time in the Game Boy series, the player can find letters spelling beat in the game's first 4 stages. Collecting all 4 letters lets the player call upon Beat to assist him in attacking enemies. On the other hand, in the second set of the 4 Robot Master stages, the player can spell Wily, which would be imperative to collect in order to gain access to the first part of Wily's fortress. Mega Man 4 also introduces a shop feature where various restorative powers like health, weapon power, extra lives, energy tanks can be stored for later use. The player can pick up power chips or P-chips dropped by enemies or in designated spots in the stages. Mega Man 3 and 4 have made huge improvements with its addition of Rush, Proto Man, Eddie, the Mega Buster, and the Slide ability, all that have become staples in future Mega Man games.